And we are back. It's been a while. Let's continue to kidnap Turnabout. March 13th, 2:34 p.m. Wild Wild West area. There he is, the handsome man.
Looks like we got the boot again.
With Lance safe, the focus of the investigation will shift solely onto the murder.
You mean the infighting between the kidnappers?
Yes, and also the identity of the remaining kidnapper.
Miles, my boy! Tell me it's true. Tell me you've really found my boy.
Yes, Mr. Amano. We found him earlier in the stadium.
Then my little Lance is unhurt?
He's not exactly the picture of perfect health, but his life is not in danger. He's being questioned right now by Agent Lang.
Poor Lance. It must be so horrible for him. Locked up like a...
Does she have a ring pop as a... Now, hold on, what do you mean? Oh.
Miles, my boy, I can't thank you enough.
It was nothing.
I'm still in shock of what happened to Oliver. But I have to say, I'm relieved that Lance is alright. Oh, that's right. I mustn't forget to pass it on to Lance as soon as the police are finished with him.
A letter?
The way Lance is being chased by women reminds me of someone I know. I almost can't believe he hasn't received yet another love letter, you know. Here, take a look for yourself.
Isn't this a breach of confidentiality? Damn. Terrifying ink dripping. It's a very simple love letter.
Oh, hey, let me see. That's really weird. It's from a loan company, Tender Lender.
Looks more like a collection bill to me. Oh shit, it's Tender Lender. Wait, what do you mean it's from Tender Lender? Oh, wait, I'm trying to remember. Is this before the third game of the Ace Attorney trilogy? If so, then we might see Furio Tigre again. Or sorry, we might see Totally Phoenix Wright again. Sure, we'll call it a love letter. Do we have anything useful to present to him? Oh, sure, let's present.
Oh, that looks to be something quite a bit of value. But then all things have some value attached to them. Only by probing deeper into the unknown can we become true winners in this world, Miles.
Thanks, but knowledge isn't what's going to make me a winner here. It's information. I mean, that's kind of knowledge, right? This was found on the body of your butler.
Oliver.
But what strikes me as odd is a name engraved on the back. Colin Devereux.
Oh, Colin Devereux? Velor Dalen.
He's so sad he's got it all mixed up in his mind. I understand, but that last one wasn't even close.
Oliver, he served me well for such a long time. What am I going to do without him? I'm afraid my money will continue to be dampened by my tears in the long nights ahead.
That's so sad. Alright, I don't think I'm gonna get much from this guy. How about you, Miss Ring Pop? That is a ring pop. You cannot tell me otherwise.
He loves me not. He loves me Ah, that's the 12th one. No, you can't give up, Lauren. Just one more try.
Excuse me, but I can't help but feel a bit sorry for all the flowers you've gone through.
I suppose if they were me, then...
I believe you said that you are Lance's girlfriend when we first met, correct?
Yes, I am, but... Oh, it's not like we both think of each other as lovers. But he did give me this ring, so I guess we're not just friends either. I mean, because this isn't just any ordinary ring.
It is genuinely a ring pop. That's funny. I also don't remember what the lens looks like at all.
It tastes so sweet when you lick it. Ah, it's wonderful.
You mean to tell me that he gave you a lollipop ring?
So which is it? Have you guys not decided if you're going out, or is it just one-sided?
Decided. Shouldn't the parties involved naturally just know?
My father used to work for Mr. Amano, and so Lance and I grew up together. I said it out loud.
I don't see how that's anything to be embarrassed about. So, your father was an employee of the Amano Group. What did he do?
I heard his job was to fly around the world on Pegasus.
Pegasus?
Oh, Pegasus was the name of the airplane. The airplane belonged to the company. You had me there for a second. But now it's all changed. My father, he isn't around anymore.
Oh, I see.
About 10 years ago, he rode in Pegasus off the summer and never returned.
Riding Pegasus to whereabouts unknown. Sounds like the stuff legends are made of.
It's been so long, I don't think I'd recognize him if we were ever to meet again.
Oh, that's gonna be a plot point and a half. Oh boy.
I'm so sorry, Lauren. But I won't give in to the sadness. I have to leave. Yes, Lauren, leave.
Right. About this incident.
Incident? But isn't the kidnapping already over and dealt with? I've been here the whole time, so I'm afraid I don't know much about any other incident.
How did you come to know that Lance had been kidnapped?
Oh, that's because of my woman's intuition.
You based everything on that.
I know everything when it comes to my Lance. It's really strange. It must be destiny. She started fantasizing again. So what are you going to do now, Mr. Edgeworth?
We already established that there's a good chance for the killer that the killer is the other kidnapper. It's my duty to figure out who this other person is. I believe there is one location that might hold a clue or two. Probably Kidnapper's hideout. The obvious location is the Kidnapper's hideout.
But we're still not allowed in, remember?
Agent Lang and his men should be done with this area. In that case, there's no harm in asking that officer over there to let us in. Stand up. I really did not mean to start a whole conversation. You know how to ride a horse?
Nope, never rode one in my life. But I have an Asian friend who was born in the year of the horse.
Non sequitur is the only way to describe your logic. What do you have to report? Sir, nothing unusual or out in the ordinary, sir. Where have I heard such redundancy before? Is it possible for you to let us take a look around inside? Sir, Roger, sir. That was surprisingly hassle-free. Are you certain? Didn't Agent Lang order you not to allow me in? Sir, that's true, sir. But Detective Gumshoe asked me personally to let you in, sir. And I couldn't refuse a request from him.
Wow, looks like Detective Gumshoe has a following.
Furthermore, I was asked to give you this document to you, sir. What is this? The man in this picture. Isn't this Mr. Oliver Deacon? It's Colin Deveray, right. Let's see. Male, right-handed. That's gonna go into play probably. 5'8". 123. Don't know what that really is in kilograms. Whereabouts unknown after his escape from Pen E. Dent prison. Stole a gun from a guard during his escape. We thought he might head for where his wife and sole daughter are, but despite our surveillance, he has yet to show up. I have a feeling I know who the daughter is. Anyway.
But the name here says Colin Deveray.
That's the same name as the one on the back of the pendant. It appears that Colin Devereux was his real name. What's this? He was convicted in a case 10 years ago and sent to prison.
What? Then what was he doing here?
Apparently he broke out of jail and then just vanished. He must have become Oliver Deacon to cover up the fact that he was an escaped felon.
Now I'm not sure what's going on anymore.
Is there some sort of link between the victim's past and his current case? These police documents are rather detailed. I should take the time to give them a thorough read eventually. It's fine. Let's focus on one thing at a time, starting with the kidnapper's hideout.
Yeah, I agree. We should investigate first, think later.
More than thinking things through, I think you should try remembering things first. Now then, if you could please unlock the door, officer. It was locked up until a little while ago, but since then the door's been wide open, sir. I'm not sure I follow what it is you're saying. Care to explain a bit more in detail? Sir, the door was locked tight when they went to check out the room. So they got about 10 officers to help out and break the door down, sir. I see. I guess that means Agent Lang's leftovers. I get Agent Lang's leftovers. Well, let's see what we find. March 13th, 2:55 p.m. Kidnapper's hideout. So this is where the kidnappers planned their foul deed.
Well, you were tied up for a while in the room next door.
Okay, please, must you bring that up again? Now then, down to business. There might still be some clues left in this room. Let's try to find out what we can of the other kidnapper's identity.
Hey, there's a trapdoor in his room too.
It's not a trapdoor, it's an entrance to the underground passage, Kay.
I know that.
The door leading to the outside world was locked, so Lance must have escaped his prison through here. Unused folding chairs lean against a wall in their folded state.
Wow, whoever lined these up did it perfectly. They're not even a single hair off.
I'd feel bad using these because it'd be like stealing perfection. Oh,
I feel bad using these. It'd be like stealing the perfection away. I cannot speak.
I suspect it's more like you wouldn't want to be the one to put them away.
Watch out, Mr. Edgeworth.
It's a broken mirror. It probably came from the haunted house. Why is it here? Are they planning to repair it? A sign advertising the photo rally, something I have absolutely no interest in.
Yeah, but I do, and I'm gonna get my hands on the rest of the Badger family. You'll see.
She definitely brings a decidedly different atmosphere to a criminal investigation. The table. I won't rest until I've fucking... Miles, you can't say that every single time. Cheap styrofoam cups.
Looked like only 3 cups were used.
Key. I wonder what this key is to...
You got me.
It reminds me of the key we found in the other room.
That's it. It must be the key for one of those trapdoors.
That wasn't a trapdoor. You only call it one because you quite literally jumped into it.
Hey, but isn't that what you're supposed to do when you see one?
I am not having this conversation with you. A poster of Gatewater Land is stuck on this wall. Intrigue, fun, prestige. Gatewater Land has it all and it's waiting for you. It's not especially catchy, is it? Folding chairs, and by the looks of it, they were probably used by the kidnappers.
There are 3 chairs set around a table.
Alright, well that seems fairly obvious then that there must have been 3 kidnappers. And I think that's about it. Let's see if I can puzzle these 2 together. Yeah. The common denominator between the cups and folding chairs is the number of 3. Speaking of which, The number of missing costumes is also 3.
Wait, but I thought there were only 2 kidnappers.
Indeed, something isn't adding up. Literally. Is it possible there is a 3rd kidnapper that Lance didn't see?
Or perhaps Lance is a kidnapper himself and he's just betraying the guys.
Beyond this door is where the kidnappers
held you after getting the jump on you.
Must you keep reminding me?
But it's the room where I got to see your awesome no face.
You didn't need to remind me of that mortifying moment either. This must be where they dispose of old and worn-out costumes.
It's so sad.
It would seem that they throw the costumes away in pieces.
Ooh, that barrel's just like these outside.
Yes, and?
Well, I know I already asked you when we were out there, but if these are real, what would you put in them?
There's an expectant gleam in her eyes that I'm about to dash. What have we here?
Looks like a sword, a broken sword.
Strange. Why would it be broken like that? Probably because someone whacked you over the head with it. Swords don't usually break on their own.
Well, that's true.
Alright then, let's think about it in this way. Maybe it broke when someone was trying to use it on... for or on something. Hypotheticals aren't going to get us anywhere. Perhaps we should think more on this later. So this is the room next to the one where next to the one we were held prisoners in.
You know, I took a peek in here through the door from the other room.
As did I, Kay. Anyway, if this room was truly the kidnapper's hideout,
that means there should be some clues to their identities here, right?
I don't know if there are, however the probability is quite high. I believe a thorough combing of this room is necessary. Do I have enough clues to make stuff? Let's see if that can be connected. Nope. Ouch. This door was thoroughly broken thanks to the police who forced it open. You will not stop, yep. Broken prop sword, yep. Alright, we know that, we know that. Shut the fuck up. Didn't ask. Anyway.
That doorknob handle thingy is looking pretty beat up.
I suppose that's what happens when 10 officers break their way in with brute force.
Hey, that's odd. The lock on this is completely fine. Look, not a single dent.
But how is that possible after what that officer told us?
Yeah, if the lock had been in use when the door was busted down, then the lock itself should be completely wrecked.
So the lock on the door leading to the outside is undamaged. How can that be? Oh. It's a bit strange that the police had to force their way into an unlocked room. One look at the pristine door lock and anyone can see that it was not in use at the time.
But the policeman outside said it took 10 men to get it open.
A door that was locked tight despite not being locked at all. It can only be because of this.
Oh, you mean...
Yes, it was used to jam the door. Here, take a look at the door handle. Do you see how the handle is completely destroyed?
So that's how the sword broke.
I thought that we might uncover the true identity of the kidnappers, but instead we've only uncovered more questions that need to be answered. Woo, my throat. Oh, Jesus Christ. I really hate the empty-eyed blue badger one. I think it's terrifying.
Huh?
What is it?
Well, well, well. Mr. Edgeworth, am I correct?
What are you doing, suddenly popping out of this secret entrance like that?
This is an underground passage used by staff members, sir. We Badgers also make use of it in our duties.
Look, why don't you get out of here first and then we'll talk, okay?
Oh, I beg your pardon, miss.
Proto Badger, get! Alright, only one more to go.
What are you getting all excited about?
Did you forget? The photo rally, duh! See, look, now all I have to do is get a picture of a bad badger and now I'm done.
Ah, yes, I vaguely recall a contest or something of that sort.
What the? It's gone! Where'd it go?
What happened? What's wrong?
A bad badger costume is missing, sir.
Okay. Oh, is that all? Well, it's missing because the kidnapper stole it.
I heard about how they were stolen, but they said that only 3 of the costumes had been taken.
What? Is he saying that more than 3 of them are gone? Mr. Proto Badger, please tell me a little more about these costumes you use. What did you mean by a bad badger costume is missing?
Well, just what I said, sir. We are 1 bad badger short. Counting the spares, we have 2 of each costume on hand at all times.
Okay, so because one of them is walking around in the park?
The other should be in that room.
Oh, actually, both of them should be in their room.
Huh? What do you mean?
Normally, we don't use the bad badger costumes. In fact, we only use them during a certain event at a set time each day. It's the stage show where the bad badger wreaks havoc around the park. And the other badgers must work together to apprehend him, sir.
I'm speechless that such a show exists.
Well, sir, I was just trying to explain to you the only time we use that costume.
Then it doesn't that make it near impossible to take a picture of the bad badger?
Personally, I can't believe it's this close to show time and there's no costume. Oh dear, what am I supposed to do, sir?
All this basically means that a kidnapper stole 4 costumes in total.
Then are you saying that there are 4 kidnappers?
No, I don't think that's very likely. Huh? Recall the costumes for a minute.
The stolen ones, you mean?
What proves that a 4th kidnapper does not exist? And I'm back. Right. I would assume the fact that there is one more... if you had 4 people and you had wanted to steal a 4th costume, wouldn't you naturally go for a full set and steal a pink badger costume instead?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Right. And yet the kidnappers decided to steal another bad badger. I believe the culprits needed 2 bad badger costumes, but the question is why? Well, let's see if we can piece something together. Well, I can only assume that the thrown away one is connected. Let's see. Shaboing! The second bad badger costume. I believe it may be closer at hand than we think.
What do you mean?
That costume in the trash. Wouldn't you say that it's wearing some very telltale pants?
Hey, you're right. Let's get it out of there and take a look.
As I suspected, it's the bad badger costume.
Well, minus the head.
He will not rest until he has inspected every suspicious nook and cranny. He has only said this at every single investigation. I wonder why this bad badger costume's right hand is torn up like that.
Maybe it's a flesh wound from a fight with the blue badger. I always knew the blue badger was one ferocious beast.
I somehow doubt that even real badgers are as bloodthirsty as that, Kay.
Look, its hand is hurt.
It looks more like something was ripped off of it. Okay, guess that's that. unused folding chairs leaning against the wall in Fold Estate. The ones over by the table probably came from this stack. Really? We're looking at the folding chairs? There are 3 folding chairs over on this side. I can't say whether they were arranged nearly as nicely as their siblings to the right.
You think so? I think they're just fine, like a bunch of used chairs ought to be.
I'm beginning to think you must keep a most chaotic room.
Hey, don't slander and sigh at me all in one shot.
Wait. Whew. Sneeze. Eureka! Never mind, I guess we're not. I love that he tries to save face so badly if he fails like. Oh. Okay, I thought the missing bad badger head would. But fine, whatever. It's probably about this. Oh. Really? Not? Okay. Come on, I'm a genius. I've got this all figured out already. He must have gotten shot through the thing. Okay, let me look at the things. Okay, yeah, he's missing a gun. Is that what it is? Right. I believe what we have here is an inconsistency.
Between what?
Look carefully. Our costume is not holding something in its right hand that it should be.
Oh, it's a gun.
Precisely. The Bat Badger was designed to always hold a gun in his right hand. However, you there. Did you remove the gun from this Bat Badger's right hand?
No, I did not, sir. The gun is supposed to be securely attached to the costume.
As I thought. The rip itself confirms my hypothesis that the gun was forcibly removed. Mr. Proto-Badger, the gun is of course not a functioning weapon, correct?
Absolutely not, sir. It's just a model gun. However, it can fire blanks. Need to use them for the stage show.
It seems that our kidnappers also had a need for the model gun, my dear costumed friend. I am so very grateful that I just get all my life back if I fuck up. I think it's about time. I think we're about done with this room.
So what's next?
Well, we found a few answers, but there are still a few things left that we have to ask a certain person about. Let's go, Kay. March 13th, 3:34 p.m.
Mr. Edgeworth, sir. You gotta hurry, sir. Come on.
What is it, detective?
They found a blue badger costume down in front of the main gate, sir.
What?
Isn't that one of the kidnappers was wearing?
Bingo! That's why you gotta come down to the main gate with me right now. If we hurry, we might still be able to get there before Wolf Boy does, sir.
All right, let's make haste to the main gate. To be continued. I think I'll have to leave off there because I have stuff to get to. Yes.